A Tulsa movie theater that's been showing new releases on the big screen for nearly 40 years has closed its doors. The owner of Eton Square 6 Cinema near 61st and Memorial says that he made the decision after years of declining crowds. News on 6's Cal Day is live with what's next for the location. Cal?
Tatum, the owner, says this theater has been a part of his life for about 20 years. He says the hardest part of all of this was having to lay off his staff of 12 this week. You can still hear the noises and see the flashing lights from all of the arcade games inside Eton Square 6. But for the first time in decades, there are no crowds stopping by the concession stand or walking into the theaters.
It's like a ghost place being in here right now. You're just walking around, all the normal noises you're used to hearing, they're just not there.
Mike Mendenhall has been involved with the theater for 17 years. A second act has been hard to come by in the years after COVID. That's what led to his decision to close it down.
It's been rough, but it just got to the point where it just was not supporting itself.
Mendenhall says he tried to keep prices fair for families, and the theater would often attract schools and churches to see a movie. The theater's closing is a sad sign of the times for many.
There's so much history in these places, and so many important moments in people's lives.
Justin Rollins teaches film and media studies at the University of Tulsa. He says Eton Square's problem is happening in other theaters all over the country. The threat of streaming from home and the cost of doing business have made those problems even bigger.
They also have to stay up to date on all of the new 3D projector technologies and stadium seating and all of that stuff, and they're footing the bill for that as well.
Mendenhall says it's been overwhelming hearing from moviegoers.
I've had a surprising amount of support. I was really pleased to see that.
Mendenhall says there are early talks for an investor to take over the theater. He's hopeful that continues to develop and the theater can reopen again eventually. Live in Tulsa, Cal Day, Oklahoma's own News on 6.